Alright, what's up everybody? Back here on deep logging today, and I had loaded up this truck, I think off camera, just to get some of these, pieces logs we cut up off the side of the road here. So let's go ahead and deliver this to the sawmill, and then got some new equipment to check out. I have got to get in there and adjust the volume on that jake brake. That thing is way too loud. It's killing my ears, my headphones. I'll just have to find the sound file for that jake brake sound and reduce the volume by at least half. And then I'll save it and it should fix it. I like the sound of the truck, but the jake brakes are just way too loud. And just so you know, a little update on this map. I did get a message from the creator, and he's working on a version 2 of the map, which will have farmlands, so you can buy, tracts of timber. And I think he's fixing some other stuff on it, and probably replacing some of these trees. Because the big trees are kind of fun sometimes to play on, but you definitely have to have the right equipment to be able to cut them. Okay, now let's check out some new equipment we got. And the first thing I need to do, I hope I have something in here. I think I do. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Okay, here. Whew, that's close. Okay, here we go. All right, so we got, let me see. Let me go with, let me just go with that one. And I'm just going to lease it. Let's go, I don't know, gosh, let's just go white. And let's lease that. Alright, so I have a new piece of equipment to check out. This is the FDR John Deere, oh, I forget the model number. Anyway, it's a loader. 437E, yeah, that's right. Okay. So we'll check that out. I'm hoping I'll be able to, in fact, before I even move the thing, let me make sure that that's going to work for me, because I always have problems sometimes with, let me see here, let me just, okay, see that's probably going to be a problem, maybe, we'll see. Maybe not. As long as I don't move my joystick, my right joystick left, I should be okay. I always hate it whenever the modders make, the controls for something to be a joystick left or right movement, because it never works out too well for me, but I think that's going to be okay. Alright, so let me get those stabilizers back up so we can transport this thing. Alright, cool. I think that's going to work. I kind of wish that it was tied to another button, like maybe a keyboard button, but I think we'll make it work. Now this loader actually comes with a slasher that you can attach in the middle portion there, but I'm just going to use this as the loader. In fact, I'm probably going to end up selling the Tiger Cat we got down here. I'm going to just use this as my loader. I mean, we'll try it out, and what I'm mainly going to be using this loader for, though, is this will be our main loader on the jobs. Alright, so left, no, it's right. Just trying to find a good view here. I think this one's going to work, though. Well, maybe not. Doesn't seem to like these big logs. It does have a heel on it, but it doesn't really work that well. Not bad though, not bad. Yeah, so if you were actually to use the slasher would go right there, kind of where that square is, and it's got a saw on it. You know, you put the logs in there, and then you run the saw, and it chops them off to a certain length, which is shorts, which wouldn't work for me with my setup, because I'm, you know, using the long logs. But anyway, and you can rotate it too, so you don't have to, you know, it doesn't have to sit parallel with this center section. You can rotate it 90 degrees left or right, so it's kind of cool. And FDR's got a video on that if you want to go watch it. Oh, can't quite reach that one. Okay. Yeah, I can't reach those either. All right. Well, this is the downside of a trailer mounted loader. You have to have all your logs real close. In other words, to get at them. I think he's redoing this land bridge here across this water too. That'll be in version 2. And I think he said, if I remember correctly, it's going to be like maybe another week or so before he gets an update done. But again, you should be able to find that on the Mountain State Modding website. Just go to mountainstatemodding.com, and then it should be on the top right area. There should be a little link up there to download mods. Whoa, that one's heavy. I'm picking up the end of the loader. Yeah, and the downside to this loader too is it's hard to see, especially when you're loading from this direction. Not sitting up very high. But we're doing pretty good, I think. Let's we'll just move the loader. In fact, I'm probably just going to leave the truck hooked up to it. Oh, okay. So I have to raise those up first. Gotcha. Yeah, it's going to take some getting used to. I don't like this view for loading from this side. Let me try this view. Can't really see good with the other view. And now I got too far away from the truck. Oh well. Let's see what happened over here. I think I threw that one off. Yeah, I threw it off the other side. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm just going to run over here and grab this other loader and bring it over, help out. Yeah, like I said, I think the trailer mounted loader is going to be more handy whenever I can get a logging set, you know, built and have a more permanent setup. This moving back and forth to grab just these logs along this road's going to be a problem. So I'll probably just use this loader from now on, and then when we get a permanent sort of logging set built, then I'll use the other loader. Ooh. This loader here is more mobile anyway. Alright, we'll see if I can get around this truck now, and we'll just use this loader from now on until we get all the stuff along the road picked up. I need to figure out where I'm going to go too, because once I get all these logs picked up along this road, I want to start a set somewhere. And like I said, there's no lands, because it's all one giant piece of land. So I think what I may do is, let's see, you know, I may just define us a boundary, because we've already cut across, the road cuts across and then straight down like that. So what I may do is I may just start up along this river or creek or whatever it is, and then like maybe right here where this road cuts down, I'll make a road up to the river, and then we'll work on all this spot right here. That would probably just be the easiest to start with, and then if we ever finish that, then we'll move on to somewhere else. But all right, now let me lock that down, and let's get this moved up here. We'll clean up the rest of it later. I just want to kind of get something going here. I moved that log too far forward. Look at that. Alright, you better just stop right there and not press our luck. Yeah, I really like this truck. I just don't like the Jake brake. Too loud. Yep, so what I'm thinking about doing is just right up here when we make this turn. In fact, you can even see the river or creek or whatever that is right up here, I believe. I'm gonna come straight out this way, and then we're gonna make one big giant tract of timber. Yeah, in fact, I can just about take the dozer right now and go straight. In fact, I think there's one tree right here. Well, actually, that's on the other side of the river. Yep, so what we'll do is we'll make us a road to here, and then and probably have an offshoot halfway or something, and then right in the middle I'll set up a landing, and then we'll get started after that. So let's see, let me get back to my truck. Matter of fact, let's hop in the dozer right now, and I'm gonna track up there to the turn, and we'll define that area, make us another road in there. Well, I hope everybody had a chance to check out the Pacific Inlet teaser video. I spent a little bit of time working on that. I think it turned out pretty cool. But yeah, so I'm working on Pacific Inlet by FDR Logging. That's from Farming Simulator 17. And actually what I'm working on is, if you have watched my series back there on 17, that was the version 1 of the map, Pacific Inlet for 17 from FDR that I was playing on. And I really liked that version. There was a couple other versions after that. In fact, I think Catalyzer Gaming maybe had done a version of it where there was like more trees, and I think they added some stuff, and I don't know. I never did play on it because I started on Pacific Inlet version 1, and that was my see if we can cut down the whole map kind of thing. So I ended up playing on that version 1 the entire time. I probably could have switched to another version or something, but I was afraid I was going to mess up my trees and stuff and what I'd cut already, so I didn't upgrade. But I decided to go with that one just because I'd played on it so much, and I liked the map. And I still got some work to do on it. There's some areas that need some extra trees and some work along the perimeter where those mountains are. I want to clean those up and make those look nicer, and a few other little things I may add to it. But it's probably going to be I'd say probably another couple weeks at least. I'll try to get it done, you know, within a couple weeks, because I don't like much on it. I'm keeping it simple, you know, like I'm not adding any kind of gravel pits or you know, global company stuff, because I'm trying to keep it somewhat original to the map, which is basically a logging map. I mean, it's got a sawmill and some roads and some ponds, and I mean, that's it, you know. Just trying to keep it as original as possible with my spin on it. Alright, so let's do this. Let's allow create fields, and then I'm just gonna start right here. And we're just gonna drive as straight as we can back to the, I'm gonna call that a river. I think I'm gonna be able to get through these trees. Oh, no, squeeze through there. Not going through that one though. Alright, that's far enough. Okay, so let's see, raise the blade up. Let's go maybe a half a blade width or so on this one, this pass. Let to get some of these trees out of the way and make another pass later. Yeah, I really like these maps where you have to make your own roads and stuff. That's a lot of fun. Especially with this dozer by FDR, where you can plow, you know, a road. And then I may come back later and actually cultivate this, because it looks a lot better to me. It looks more like a road. And then eventually I might, if I feel like it, I may, you know, like put gravel down. I don't know. Okay, so we got that done. So that's our road back that way, which defines this area. So everything to the right of that road and everything to the left of that road, we're going to try to cut that out. But I need to make us a way in there. In fact, before I leave this side, let me go back over here. I'm going to make 2 landings in here. That way we can cut sort of one side of the track and have a landing set up, and we'll get everything there, and then when we get sort of finished on that side, we'll come back over to this area and we'll have us a landing over here to finish up this other half. Okay, so let's see here. I can just about see the end down there, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut off right here. I'm just kind of curve a road in here, sort of, I don't know, just a little ways up here, and then we'll make us a landing, and that'll be our landing for this side. Alright, so there's our landing for this side. And let's see, I think I saw the road right over here. I'm just going to cut through this way. So we can come around and then cut in this way, and we'll have all this area to skid to that landing right there. And then I'm going to go back up towards the river. Before we get to the river, I'll cut a trail in for another landing right up there. And then the rest of the video, we're probably just going to be picking up these logs along the side of this road and get all that cleaned up. Let me see here. I don't want to get too far down there. I think right in here somewhere will be good. I'm just looking for a good spot to cut through. There's a lot of trees in this area, so I'm not going to be able to go too straight. Oh, here's an opening. Okay, we'll go right up here. So let me get these trees out of the way. Of course they're gonna, oh, okay, well, we just killed the truck. All right, there we go. Now I'm not going to have a good landing area in here. I don't think it's too many trees. So I'm just going to have to carve a way in here, and then we'll get the processor in here to get everything cut down. But I think, let's see, I can't quite see the river. I see it now. Okay, I think right in here somewhere is going to be a good spot for a landing. So I'm just going to make sort of a circular area, and then we'll come back later and get all these trees out of the way. Should be plenty of room, I think. We can always expand it a little bit if we need to. So I'd say, given the fact that our processor is already down on the other side, and we've got us a nice clear landing already established, I think we'll start on the other end first and then come back up this way. It's closer to the sawmill anyway. Right. So let's get our processor down in the correct spot. And you know, I don't have a fellow buncher yet that'll cut these big trees, so I think what I may do, because I'd love to do the whole, you know, skid to the landing and then process at the landing and then load from the trailer mounted loader. So I'm probably just going to do chainsaw to cut the trees down. Unfortunately, I haven't found a fellow buncher yet that'll cut these big trees. And this map's pretty flat too. I think the oops, I got the HUD turned off. I think to the in the southwest corner looks like there's a little bit of terrain over there, but there's not a whole lot of terrain on this map. Pretty flat. Not sure if that was, you know, by design or what the reason behind that was, but awfully flat. And the reason I'm tracking this machine and not moving it with a low boy or something is I haven't got a good low boy yet. That one I had before, if you remember from last video, I think, or video before, or maybe even the first video, that trailer wouldn't hold up to the FDR weight of these machines. There's another, I think by Expendables, I think there's another trailer just like that that actually lowers and all that, but still I don't know if that would even hold up to the weight of this trailer or machine. And then the downside to using FDR's trailer is you have to use FDR's truck, which I've already got one, so I don't know, I may just go ahead and get me a low boy, transport this thing around. because I can cut a few trees down as I go. Alright, let's see. So, I guess it really doesn't matter where I set up. I think what I'll do though is I'm going to set up on this end, and then I'll have all the logs going to my right. Well, actually, let's see, I like processing to the left, so I'm going to have them spin this thing around. There we go. So I'll skid the logs up to my right, and I'll process them over here to the left, and I'll have the trailer mounted loader sitting kind of right here. And the truck can pull in and you know, back around or whatever and get pointed out that way, and I'll load him up. Which means we're going to need a skidder. I haven't got one of those yet. And we can't quite afford that. Well, I think I'm gonna wait until I can outright buy that. I don't want to lease it. Lease too much equipment. Let's see. Oh yeah, we gotta get this over there. Oh. Alright, that's raised up. Why is it saying please start engine? I've already got the engine started. See, it started right now. Huh. Oh. Okay, well, I was attached to the trailer and it wouldn't let me... Oh, I see, it must have been... Oh, okay, yeah. It was It was selected. The trailer was selected, not the truck. Okay, that's what happened. I was wondering why it wouldn't let me go. Whoa. Alright, I think right about there is going to work. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to put this truck over here on the other side. Well, we're still about 20,000 short, but next load should get us. We can get that skidder and get it transported over there to the landing. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video for this time. You know, next time what I may do. That thing's so loud. What I may do next time is in between now and then, I may just go ahead and try to get all this roadside stuff picked up, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And then we'll get started over on the landing over there. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll come back next time, like I said, and we'll start working on that landing over there, getting all that cleared, and I'll have all this roadside stuff picked up, because it's, you know, I don't know, it's kind of boring to watch that, so we'll get started over on the landing there, and we'll see how much we can get cut. And in the meantime, I'm really going to have to try to find me a fellow buncher that'll cut these big trees. I may have to talk to some folks and see, you know, what we can do, because I really would like to use a fellow buncher skidder setup. And we got one more piece of equipment to look at. Let me see if I can find it. I haven't even checked this out yet. I saw a picture of it, and then somebody told me where to download it. So I don't know if it's under here or if it's no, it must be under this forestry machines. Alright, maybe not. Let's see. Maybe it's under miscellaneous. Sometimes no. Alright, let's look at brands, because I know what brand it is. If it's labeled that way. Let's see. Peerless. Okay, well, I don't see it. Anyway, I've got a wood chipper that I was wanting to use and try. I think it's called Peterson. Hold on, let me check. Well, anyway, I didn't see it in my mods list, so I have to figure out what's going on there. But I got it's a Peterson wood chipper, and it's on tracks, and you have to transport it with a lowboy or whatever. But I'll see if I can't figure out what's going on with that and get it in there for next time, maybe. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.